announcement coming from Microsoft, the release date, the price, the pre-order, all for the Xbox Series S and X. We got the inside scoop for you. And Madden 21, how did it become such a failure? Folks, Platform Gamer Podcast starts right now. What is going on, everybody? This is your boy Desmond Dukes, and welcome once again to Platform Gamer Podcast. My co-host DeMar Dukes is not here right now. He is currently working, so he is unavailable. But nevertheless, we are here, and we've got a bunch of news that had dropped earlier today. So I don't want to waste any more time. So let's get ready and get into it. But before I do, real quick, just want to let you know, if you want to keep up with everything that we do here, make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel here at Platform Gamer Podcast. Turn on that bell for all notifications and then smash that like button. Also, you can reach out to us on Facebook, Instagram, and also Twitter. Facebook, you can reach us at Platform Gamer Podcast. Also, you can reach us on Twitter and Instagram at Platform Gamer P1 on both of those platforms. Now, let's get right into this thing real quick. So, big announcement from Microsoft. Now, just to let everybody know that Microsoft and Sony have been in this price battle trying to figure out who will drop the price first. And it looks like it was Microsoft, but not under their own influence. So we just learned that the Microsoft branch had been leaked. Someone within the organization had leaked this information. This was not something that was on accident or accidentally on purpose, but this was somebody calculatingly and maliciously sent out the leak of the information for the Xbox Series X, which was also confirmed by Microsoft. Now, they are looking into the investigation, is trying to figure out who leaked this information, but whoever did it, man, they are in some serious trouble. But nevertheless, the Xbox Series X, which is their major next-gen console, and then you have the Xbox Series S, which is kind of like basically it's Lockhart. That was what the project name was. It was entitled Lockhart. So the Xbox Series S, it is all digital. It is a third of what the Xbox Series X is going to be. So that in itself, you'll still be able to do high 1080p. You can also do possible 4K in the Xbox Series X, or probably you will do 4K in the Xbox Series X. But like I said, less powerful for the S, but the price for the Xbox Series S is $299. That is the official confirmed price from Microsoft, that it is a $299 sticker price for the Xbox Series X. The Xbox Series X has been confirmed also by Microsoft at being $499. Now, these are pretty much the prices a lot of us had expected for the Xbox Series X. We all kind of figured it would be $500. We just didn't understand why it took so long for that to just be announced. They could have just announced it. But nevertheless, you are getting both of those at those reasonable prices. Xbox Series S, I think $300 is a great price for something that's not quite the Series X, but you're still going to be able to do a lot of high-profile gaming. It will still support 60 frames per second for all of their titles on top of that. So there's going to be a number of things that will really help. The consoles themselves will be released on November 10th. That is the official release date for both consoles. That is perfect timing for both of them, as you now have kind of enough time to start getting some money saved up if you haven't done it already. Get some money saved up and be ready for that. The pre-order. All pre-orders for both consoles will begin on September 22nd. That is September 22nd, the Xbox Series X, S, and the Xbox Series X. You can go and pre-order. Now, whether they have those pre-orders set up in stores or not, I'm pretty sure that's probably going to be the case. But Microsoft did drop a few things that will actually help give you incentive in getting those consoles. They are offering a nice amount of time for you to use the Ultimate bundle or the Ultimate for the for their Game Pass. So you'll get Game Pass Ultimate. You're looking at possibly, I believe it was 3 months. I'm fairly certain it was 3 months. It might have been less. I'm not sure. But I do believe that it is 3 months for that. Let me just double check my information real quick. Let's see. They are offering. I've got a lot of stuff involving this in here, so I was just trying to find it. All right, so it is 3 months. So you do get 3 months of that. Also, they are also doing a financing type deal to help you out with the financing. Now, if you get the Series S, you can get the Ultimate for 3 months, and the financing would be $24.99 a month. I'm not quite sure how the financing is set up. I'll try and get some more information out to you guys. So keep an eye on that on our Facebook and Twitter page channel or Twitter pages. So that way, once we get that information, we'll upload it and you'll be able to see it. The Xbox Series X, you'll be able to do for 30, I believe it's $35.99 or $34.99. And that also gives you 3 months. So this is a great deal. I think if you're wanting to save money, still want to get that next gen console, but want to save money, I believe the Series S is the way to go for you. You guys let me know in the comments what you think of this whole situation. I believe that this is a great thing, which turned out to be kind of a blessing in disguise, even though it was leaked, which was absolutely wrong for whoever did it. I think that sucks. I'm not a fan of leaks. I would have preferred the big spectacle, because now other people had to scramble and get things figured out, and that's taking time away from what them being with their families during that time, or they were sleeping or whatever. But this information had literally dropped on Tuesday. So this was a crazy situation. So like I said, November 10th is the release date. You can pre-order on September 22nd, and the Xbox Series S will go for $299, and the Xbox Series X will go for $499. But you guys let me know what you guys think of that in the comments section below, and let me know your thoughts on that. And maybe it's something you want to do. Some people may want to go Xbox over PlayStation. Someone like me could probably go for both. It just depends. I'm going for all the bells and whistles. I'm going for the Series X and the PlayStation 5. If I'm going to do it big, I'm going to do it big. But nevertheless, if you're looking to save money, especially with things going on with COVID and, the economy the way it is, I think starting off with the Series S, especially going into the holiday season, I think that is a wonderful idea. I think it's a great idea. Microsoft doing what they do really will help them out beneficially, and you'll still have a crap ton of titles to choose from using your Ultimate Game Pass, which you can always upgrade to a year subscription or whatever. So I think by maneuvering in that type of situation, I think it is a great thing and a blessing in disguise for Microsoft. Now, moving on to our next story. This was something. It had been talked about for the last couple of weeks now. I hate that it took so long for us to really get on it, but I wanted to make sure that all the information that I gathered from it was correct. in that situation. But nevertheless, Madden 21, Madden 21 has probably become a customer and fans franchise worst nightmare. Madden 21 received a review rating. If you go on the review site, it had a 1.3. And this is huge. This was absolutely huge, because what happened with Madden was pretty much kind of a travesty, because Madden was one of those franchise games that people were like, we're going to get behind it. You know, we're going to try and do better, give people what they want. But it turned out to be the complete opposite. It turned out to be the complete opposite. And they seriously took a decline on that situation. Now, what we understand now, sales at first for that game were strong. And after a while, they completely just dipped off. And that kind of shows you where they were going in this situation. I think it was a huge mistake to even release the game with, you know, with the way that it was. Now, people did say that they did, people like other platforms had used footage from some of the past Madden games and compared them to Madden 21. And besides a few graphical tweaks, a lot of it is the exact same game. This is a problem. EA really has to learn to step its game up. Could this game be considered a failure? In my opinion, in my eyes, yes, absolutely. Because number one, the fans have been asking for certain features and certain things to come back within the Madden franchise, and they did not deliver on that for the past few years. And people have been clamoring for it. This is what they liked. This is one of the things that could have been a big staple for them. And EA really didn't take the time to listen to their audience. And they turned Madden into nothing more than a cash grab. And it's a bit unfortunate, because with no real other NFL game rivalries and them being the only one, I mean, you would think you would still want to elevate and make yourself better, but they stay content. Like, we're the only ones. People are just going to buy it. It is what it is. Well, no. Now people are waking up and realizing this game is broken. This franchise is broken. And there have even been hashtags plastered everywhere on social media saying NFL drop EA. Now that's a huge statement. Now keep in mind, EA does have have contract rights to the NFL franchise for at least, I believe, 4 years, for at least another 4 or 5 years. So that contract is still going, but things can change. That negotiation can change, because EA is not producing what they should be producing out of these NFL games. And it really is unfortunate, because you're not really seeing anything really next gen or even current gen. It's like you're looking at games from like early PS4 to late PS3. That's kind of where it kind of sits as far as graphic wise. Now, I've had a chance to check the game out, and I was unimpressed, very unimpressed. I do think the yard was kind of nice doing the whole 6-on-6 thing. That was kind of cool, because you could kind of be a little more let free, and it kind of shows, you know, the direction that they could have went as far as, you know, just doing something different, and just, if it was its own standalone game and added a bunch of cool features, I think that game would have done pretty well, considering just in that one space the yard was really good. But at the same time, you know, the main game has just been absolutely broken. So EA really needs to do something about that. And that right there is a very, very serious problem. Now, what do you guys think? I mean, for anybody that has played Madden, did you enjoy Madden 21? Or did you kind of just was like, it's just a rehash? I think one of the big things that I didn't like too was the fact that you're really still getting the exact same game. every year. The only difference is the updated roster. That's really all it is. So that right there alone really causes a problem for me. So a lot of times if I buy a sports game, I won't buy another one for probably 2 or 3 years. And now it's getting to the point where I'm like, I'd rather wait 5 years before they give me something better, if they give me something better. So you guys let me know what you think about that as far as Madden goes. Is Madden 21 a failure? Yes. Did, Metacritic and a bunch of other, even IGN gave it mediocre scores. I mean, it's getting like out of 10s, it's getting like 6s and 5s and 4s, It's just, but from the community standpoint, from the user base standpoint, it's barely getting a 1. So you guys let me know what you think about that and how you feel about the Madden 21 game. Did you like it? What were the things you didn't like about it? You guys let me know in the comment section here on YouTube. And finally, our final story right here, ladies and gentlemen, the 35th anniversary of Super Mario Brothers. Nintendo has been going all out with this thing for the last few days, possibly this week. And they've got great events going on. There's in-game products and services that they're doing and commemorating the legacy of Super Mario Brothers. Now they do have Paper Mario, which they're working on, and then of course there's going to be a new Mario game for the Switch, which is that one. So with that being that new game, I think this is a thing. This is pretty awesome. I haven't really played Mario in a long time, but it's a testament to how well that legacy has held up. I think with them doing something special for the 35th anniversary, especially for Super Mario Brothers, because you figure they'll probably do like Smash Brothers, some of the older Mario games, they'll probably put some of those games on sale. There's a lot of history in Nintendo when it comes to Super Mario Brothers. So that is a really, really cool thing. And a lot of people from, that own Nintendos, even Nintendo Switches, have really looked at this as a huge, huge positive because there's still plenty of life left in the Mario series, and they continue to try and elevate and do other things. Now, when Nintendo comes out with a new console eventually, obviously we know a Mario game is going to be on it. I mean, there's no doubt. But I think Paper Mario / Mario RPG, I think, was probably one of the coolest games they ever made. I would love to see something like that come back on the Switch. So, well, it's cool. It's cool. Paper Mario is going to be awesome. I know they have one or two more major games coming out this year. Pikmin being one of them. And then I don't remember what the other one is, but they do have at least 2 or 3 games slated to come out this year that are going to be big, big titles for that console. But after that, the rest of the year, they don't really have much of anything. It's kind of just like, a few indie games, some third-party developer type stuff. So that's really cool. But you guys tell me what you think about the 35th anniversary of Super Mario. I think this is a great thing. Nintendo has really been going all out with it. And I believe it's going to continue for the next week or two just to kind of help push possible sales with the Switch and getting people back into Mario again. This is a great, great thing. So congratulations to the Mario Brothers, Mario and Luigi, for 35 years of awesome gaming for the most part. I have enjoyed a lot of their games. I still remember when I played the very first Super Mario on the original Nintendo, the first Super Mario Brothers, and how captivating it was. And then Super Mario Brothers 2, I thought it was cool. It was good. But I think by far, Super Mario Brothers 3 was like my all-time favorite. Just to get the raccoon suit, that was pretty awesome. That was a nice addition to the Mario franchise. And of course, they've had a slew of other games that have come out for various different consoles. Mario 64, when that first came out, I think that was the first big major step that Mario took going into the franchise, really putting it in that 3D realm experience for the first time. versus, being a 2D side scroller like it's been. That was major. And then, of course, Smash Brothers, and then Mario Kart, So there's a lot of things that Mario has done that has really captivated audiences. And once again, shout out to Nintendo and Mario for putting out such great memories for everyone. Even to this day, kids, that kids having kids or us adults who've had our kids, they've heard of Mario, they've played Mario. It's one of those things that will live on in the test of time. But you guys tell me what you think. How do you guys feel about the 35th anniversary of Super Mario Brothers? This is a really cool thing. Share a story that you've had, even if you're an adult now, that you've had when you were younger or with your kids today, about your feelings on Super Mario Brothers growing up, and kind of a way to help celebrate this great and milestone anniversary. And we hope be around. We hope Mario will be around until the 40th anniversary and the 45th and the 50th. It just continues on. But anyway, that is all that I have for you guys. Thank you so much for joining me here on the podcast today. Remember, if you like what you hear, make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel here at Platform Gamer Podcast here on YouTube. Subscribe, turn on that bell for all notifications, smash that like button, and leave a comment. We love comments here. And we'll hop into a discussion or whatever. Also on Twitter and Instagram at Platform Gamer P1. You can find us dropping some little information on there. We'll mainly drop our information on our Facebook page. That's mainly where we go to drop our information, but we'll drop things here and there on both of those platforms as well. But definitely keep up with us. We've got some things in the works later on down the line. Hopefully, eventually, once this channel takes off a little bit more, we'll start getting merch that we'll start advertising here on the podcast. And then hopefully we'll get some special guests. I think that's my main thing, is trying to get some special guests on here, possibly someone from the industry that I'm trying to get onto the podcast. So I think that's going to be something really cool. I think that'll be something you guys will be really interested in. But once again, thank you so much for joining us here on the podcast today. We will see you all next time. Have a wonderfully good night. We'll see you later.